Okay, ti ohene aposa abane boni ye wo mrahye je fie ma ne bo egwo twa ne mrahye ja phone bi atwetwe na yekokotie no interesting divergent views eso se obia ehunu ndo efa ene futu ya obia ede ema. This is our special coverage of the media budget review. Mfa che say it be amfa Premtobre Kasee bo it be amfa amremo. It's because and that's an equally important adwuma bi to say yeah say yeah enti asem no ka say Nana Poku General Secretary the Traders Advocacy Group obekensa ewo fidjo Nana Boko de
yeah Boko aja kakra
what expectation before you better sin come
your expectation there eye kufu zeba
ai enyo de bia we nyo de bia
we there kufu zeba na the tiani say ye hwe say enkomo a ya hyasie edidi no
okay
ebi be piem
okay
ebi ti say levies shipping companies charge yen any so mo charge ebi ti say institutions omu nyina kogu port charge levies was enka levies you know yen ka say mo charge but the way say we hunu say we 2000 no so amane de so no de ko 2000
okay
sa niema no inaccuracies no and I hwe say enka sa eniema ebetimi address
okay
amaye.
So sorry, so with regards to the shipping lines or more levies ni exchange rate near there, the name said Bank of Ghana at the state baby babontin ebe clarify how we say or say so quick one, I'll say guidelines for the application of exchange rates by the shipping industry in Ghana. Was a following consultation with stakeholders from the shipping industry on the application of exchange rate by players in the shipping industry. The Bank of Ghana announced the following guidelines. The guidelines aim to ensure transparency, consistency, and alignment with regulatory frameworks in foreign exchange pricing for services offered at the port. 1. The guidelines apply to all players in the shipping industry operating in Ghana. 2. All industry players must publish daily exchange rate used for invoicing on their website and or at their premises. The published rate must be available to customers and communicated clearly to them prior to the issuance of invoice or payment. Invoices should clearly indicate 1. The currency of the service, the applied exchange rate, the date of application, and the final amount in Ghana cedis or US dollars. Exchange rate must be market reflective of their commercial bank rate, which is expected to be benchmarked to the Bank of Ghana's published interbank exchange rate and not arbitrarily determined. Okay. Or see, in case of dispute related to exchange rate applications, 1. Customers may lodge a formal complaint with the service provider. Unresolved complaints may be escalated to the Ghana Shippers Authority. All industry players must comply with the Foreign Exchange Act 2006, Act 723, and related notices. Non-compliance may result in administrative sanctions. Signed by Sandra Thompson, Miss, the Secretary to the Board. We are 22nd July 2025. It's about 2 days ago.
No correct. Meeting no onyamia daroma na meeting obi.
Okay.
Na
the consultation meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
The cover by nyina ne say shipping lines no rate na BOG asset say eno na yemfa ni djuma oman mu no omu na omu ni so.
Okay.
We dey o 16 no. Now we dey o 15. I say different companies obia ye dey ope. And a Shippers Authority transmits there be a kwanya omunam so no enya kwan papa. Inti o say BOG etimi come out with a policy directional shippers no ene companies ni nyina be fa so a omonsa be ka dollar
okay
na omatimi de omodo because sa omo handling charges na omoje no so uhwem a eni se nka omoje
okay
if you say so utua freight ya what you be bia tisi a utua so the fish e mani kumase na driver juice ka ukodru a say tues ka bi omo de adi a che matua freight no e was nka principals na omo wo abrochire no
baby a metria no
yes essendi sika de ma omo agents no Ghana ye ni ship na bia wa
yeah
omo wa nyina ye ship
agent
it was nka omo sendi sika no ade bre wo mo Ghana ama omo tua no omo asa fa kwati kwan abeji handling charges the tiani say first no na ye ni cranes no ni ade a se ship no ebaba bedru ni yeyi niema no a nti no first no ma do omu fidie na na ye nti na ma omo charge ye
okay
ena de onjame adaroma ni yeru adwoma ha ma ye adaroma ye won fidie no broso ship no esonsa de kra ebedru tema port a mbe yimu niema nyina
yeah
eye MPS eni gapo a ene handle sa niema we nyina enti mu se dey esa beje another handling charges se efieru ano a oye gapo ano edge 50 cedis a omususu yensu abaji 55 cedis no maji says can nti omuji says can no a eno no omu no se omu de copper dollar
yeah
no omu copper dollar no omu kwa ye de mo commercial rate okọ bank ya onya bi omu claims no
yeah
na mom obekọ alaji ho na alaji amano onu ni rate na abochi rate no ito omu no ba na omu di abochi rate na be share invoices no so won bi pen na Bank of Ghana say hey if you na record ya mamo guidelines amofa enpe mo exchange rates our banks no any ade no mu ani so a there is sanctions apply
em so bi hwe na on ase a ene ka omi na to da bi a eka ba bi a dollar ya ba bedo because sister ni ma bo ba from ye pa but some of the charges na wo port na ene man bo ntimi sa mafom bi enchen ba bi a
and they no mutum
yes
if you say come who ye utua u freight wi a eye asase ru na ye beyi niema no on asase so
ye gapo ha
no wono no so oje eto
because we say ene say okra car depend on the car and the capacity ibu betimi atwia a handling charge around say 8,000 cedis
any kwan say omo GNSS can eno na
so watwia ebi a make watwia bi a be say 1,000 to watwia bi $1,850 e wo outside niema wo de eba no who bedu Ghana be say twia
almost ajuska
almost be 8 to 10,000
eno na new airline no a free omampani Nana Akufo-Addo the first 4 years no mo shase so mo ye airline no omo ye ema yewura sapon ba for sapon beto aso ene na Professor Jampo so aba
yeah
omo to ana me mo Jampo aba so o pushi pa nyame anim ni he is working wama emra no eye adwuma enti shipping companies no mu ni asomdwe kra
na ebe call me edwam te say
edwomu de aye din yentade ade toni ho na ye nana no mbeka ze kita nsa ne wan bosomi a yawura mu
that benefit say hu say yentade
afibia edru June July no mu a eye slow eye boko
okay
ye wie June July no a August going no ebesa pick
okay it is so boy any ye January afin na sha afin say you say a free somewhere March or ba ABC June na at 20
ye be kan say eye ebe fan say eye
okay
ebi say obi anu o niema bia oton
okay
ene ye dwadifo ya ekokwan so yi ebi ba office na ye no omotan ebisa so kakra
yeah
na dollar yi assign dani nani a ba na chi die kakra sa na ebe ka no
okay eti dwomu ye kakra the mid-year budget review the first 6 months of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abai say na akodiama Ghana adwadefo
me da wase omo ye budget na Traders Advocacy Group Ghana ye trans ya ye hwe mu no eni ehunu se adwen papa wo mutim nti ye de krata e baba be supporto budget na yewura atoforcing ye
okay
e ka kire omo se ye momutrinkwa na the way omo si di entotoye egu akwan mu no eni the way ye si hwe ni yehu no anhwa dollar no ebeba fom
okay
enuti ni ejira so de krata pia bonten ebebo wo mo abaso so mo aya de ampani ampa ni nuane ampa dollar no etumi tete san atete asan ya betra 10 cedis ene kakra ya mianim ni yes Oliver Twist asks for more na ye hwe se nkebe san atete asan more abanachi na ya na metimi nuanum bi so mo kam exporters time a dollar no call jina 17 18 no obi anu okra container 10 obekra 2 eti se ne akwanya basa unsu betumi export more na wanya dollar no mo a na ujira oka se dollar so atinti no me ye exporter no me ho kire me a me dadwe ho ba bi a me nti ase it is telling you say now export one container fako 5 containers ninya dollar no dudu na so no dan say wo bakupe na wo export na e wa na wujira say obeya it because of you enti no e ma dollar ma form masebe Ghana for unto wo mo ana
mate mami enam hombra ne beto aso FM this is a special coverage of the 2025 mid-year budget review ya echebe commercial your film ni akwa hwe ye nyan tie se minister kaka na se we review kra na sa na marshal your film chairman ni amana kwa ba area ba to the floor of parliament where meeting some aba to Adom TV ni ye den ho aba sese okay tie sa akwa ba bi emfa emra Adom TV our special coverage of the 2025 mid-year budget review na boku general secretary Edma Traders Advocacy Group that say no etri ekwalenche yebesa abowra marshal film APM na bekwa amane so na yene professor bodi eso akodi enkomo University of Professional Studies Accra na yahwe the mid-year budget review ebe the expectation niema ehwe nim se betimi atoto na akwamu so far abai expenditure at senche beko board so ni akwa sika abai no hwe nim se betimi spend na afi ewe sika ni ehwe nim se yesa ebetimi aka na sika ye ehwe no one tutu sika ye bedi ehu a na tokru kakra edem sa tokru kwan be na ban fa so or bridge no etine se behwe kwan ba betimi afa so a for the first half of the year sa budget deficit the tokru na ebeda hodom no abaye atimi esele bia say and watimi esele yebekwa abaso ne professor body akwakodi ekbo so na ye kasa about the first 6 months of Dr. Kasee atoforcing as a finance minister. Na show the egu akwemu the impact ewo etwedie so ewo men.
You are atoforcing there. Se meka se okosua adwuma ka meka so osua ni yie.
Okay.
Wa excel in his field. Na ni nyina gira physical discipline na o ma deploy.
Okay.
Se be ya yenkoyi ska basabasa ewo futuo num. Yen sei sika wo miamia bi wenum nyina aka ho bi ena ama ni dwumadie aso ani but okọ nanim no yebetu no fuso ma ni trimu nya ne depi
okay
onfa sa suban we no a even se kodrum pepenso bi na edin kra na president kase yenye se na edo man ni sikasem ebe kwa akira onya kokodro enkanche president se menye
okay
saafo no na yehwehwe se beya oman ba bia yesikasem na begina no ebetimi agina obroni se ye be sustain no na enko trigger dollar ni bio se budget ya obeyen o make sure say obe consolidate ni gains
in the first 6 months no
the first 6 months no.
Okay
na on consolidate no na babia office loopholes wo no omo patch no sometimes utue enye yie but o patch a ebeboa na omo hwe kom be fa so a adwadie ebetimi afa no ntuma pefre omo na eniema bo aba fom ama Ghana ni enho ato no se omo ntimi anye sa niema na je gade a ene na hakufu adokra ni tisu bididi ni nesa.
So before be full life so no more expect some taxes bia ye hwere me say e ka ba betimi agugum kakrakra na ama ahoye hian no etimi asaba mo
edikan ne first reading now okoye parliament or ka VAT wansem na GRA ni yen ahyase etu anamon se be VAT no ye be hihye ni yie if the VAT e wo man we mu no enyini da bia enyini ekosa enyina enuma ahokire.
It's not because of the way e be a calculation
structure nye.
Okay.
And you know where there one more nim tax emu one more kukudam ye nyina ye hia wo formal holiday in hotel.
Okay.
Ye to adwen ehun se e wo se ye pekwan bia VAT ni tua kra be simple.
Okay.
Na eniema kitten bia ama VAT no da bia enyini no. E wo se VAT ni timi gira faako.
Okay.
Na ye hwe kwan santutuye ni nyina ekoso. Ebio o hwe levies a ewo ports. Nom ni ade a emmoa adwadie no a eno so yeguso kan wasem.
Ebi de na emmoa adwadie.
Oh ebi ti say institutional levies.
Okay.
FDA Ghana Standards Authority Energy Commission a friend is say womu abom ampanye veterinary services and institution bia abe nanu ya a friend is a grader nom ne caterpillar nom ne sa niema institution ba ko a omunzo hweso omunzo abawura port a wuyi grader ba ko a enu ji so tua be $250 emmoa Sanyamba ni nyina se meka se aban wei emien hyase se yentoto adwen ni empenisi bra na meboa they've done well.
Okay.
Omo engagement na me kai wo se na Akufo the first 4 years say ya na engagement ni ti o
never show
oh no mo freye ni etoto adwen wo munyan enwasu gina se kwasiafo se manusi suminasu omo say asifo ye ne ekono so no yesra wo mo munya bi
mo ma ne ko ye odofoforo
mo munya bi yanto asu say ya stakeholders engagement ne boa ama entiase eye adwuma so ahunu ama yatimi tu anamon ama niema bebre esesa
ye ba beto so e dey from abiko amaso na me Professor Isaac Gwedi oye Dean Faculty of Accounting and Finance University of Professional Studies Accra. Prof, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
Boko there. Prof, boko there.
Nyamia do now me tell for.
Yeah, they are set here for ejo so da sa US when ya bre ene be twe e so ye hwe the first 6 months of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sikasem say.
Yo, let me say me dawase na me chewa tie for so. On my me say obi ba no a baby no be serve twice. 6 months in this administration. Make us politically upon homode, economically akakakra.
Dear Naka war economics ni mu a etimi enwie pay yourself political den.
Sure, that's a political so by a bar or share and sana. Or the far banjano, or be they call a manifesto. Or chair or take or check a box na. And you do the harm say or pijam kakra. I feel share the bit but saying if you are not minister be the same level to ja. ɔsɛ yɛbɛto tax mu yɛbɛto fuel mu yɛbɛto wei mu na waba na waka sɛ o mongyae ma mo ntoa so nti for the optics wɔbɔ ne ho mmɔden politically na woba the economic front a ɛme sɛ ɔman economic situation gyina 4 pillars yɛwɔ external development.
Okay.
You can external development na aya na you should be ɛfa ɔman yɛsi kasɛm a yɛtoto ɛwɔ German because ɔman bi ɛni hɔ a ɔte ne ho yɛgyina other countries for deɛ so ɛde to nneɛma nti wohyɛ external development globally nti sɛ oil cost ra ɔman yɛ ho kyee kakra US interest rate cost ra anaasɛ yɛ ho kyee kakra nti that is external development ɔba real sector development and no, if it be government policies, no, I shall private sector actions also. Now we are about the physical policy, and no, say, Minister of Finance, and FSO. Yeah, fiscal revenue and grant, no, I shall be loans, no, I shall expenditure, no, I shall debt. No, about monetary policy, over SARS, and so BOG, and in charge, will be fact to say exchange rate policies. Bibi to say interest rate ɛhɔ na ɛkɔhyɛ wɔde saa 4 areas nyinaa bɔ ano a ɛyɛ na ɛne fɛ no economy no na de bia there must be a connection between the physical power so nyinaa tumi yɛ adwuma na tina mɔman no anya homeɛ na sɛ wo sɛ yɛde si bi bɛto dwa on exchange rate ɛne sɛ abɛn ba 6 months adeɛ a yɛho kɛseɛ paa ne sɛ ɔgye din ɛwɔ saa area no ɛyɛ na only obi kasa a nea ɔka ne sɛ yɛndi ɛsɛ deɛ ho nkɔmmɔ because ɛna ɛbisa ma ɔman yɛkɔ yɛnim na yɛde credit ne bɛma no san seesei no ɔnnɔte edwa so a ɔhyɛ ne nneɛma nti yɛnka sɛ MPP foɔ na the previous administration no ka so ma credit ɛyɛ na so na to just so dia o say the credit the man service conform store and I cultural on one e wesa bo ni so yeah and he say you nya credit na o say the man ampa nemo na ne na yehu say of course 6 months you know who say na estimate na eso tia ba form kese pa e de nije o sebo ama Ghana for e come he high so say estimate no e conform mi nyina ye nyina ye pe say ekotabie wa manone o man say ta kanyo mo fia manone de ba o man mu inte bossa na ekostra de bia na haye ite performa na yakase waya de nemo na akwen se bebre se me tete ba form de ye hwu ye ye hwa de kodia emma ade wetimi ti ba form sa o say yakase enkofo bebre ye juma aban chi omuka you construction major project at Ecos or Memo. Now, sir, or no on spending any project. On spending can find Cobebia. You can watch them. I will say, or my Use of Economic and Research policy. You can watch them. Other think tank organizations, you can watch them. Now, say, I have report about OJ. Access a ban and now the ministry and now the BOG hand control now what system no. That's what do. Only you saw a footprint in the paragraph 17 of the IMF report. Also the government to reduce the footprints in the forest market and allow the forest, the demand and supply to interact to the
footprint in ASEAN.
The exchange rate.
Okay.
You can't abandon it. You try my IMF for the country that you nyai sadia ye emboa afia obewo major project ye de call media budget ni I mean last year budget say anka omai ye pejani ye mu ye shemu kana ye ho ebehin han everything that after PBF happened a friend na ye koji approval. But all these programs in Yunano, they are all called game changers. Because of mine won't change. And no, and never boying, am I home, assign kakra. Some programs in Yunano, a friend a year pound to ma, try some be on ye. Obashiri bit to say key initiative by the buyer. Or say or the big push program.
Yeah.
Or the bear 10 billion. Obekaya.
Yeah.
Eko show. Or say Ghana Gold Board. Or the about $270 million. We share budget to my home. Fenako. Or say on the 2.8 billion ever called Ghana Road Fund. This is Culture for Economic Transformation Agenda. 1.5 billion. Echo Anna Koi. Maybe to say National Apprenticeship Program. 300 million. Echo Anna Koi. Maybe to say Sanity Park Program or your launch here.
Yeah.
You bet me be saying, near Shesika 290 something billion or so. I mean, a million. Meaning, say, me another call Anna and Koi. I'm set here for bidding what I say. There was something a year proposed labor-related key initiatives. A 24-hour policy. Your pound to ma. They say 4 billion. I call Anna and Koi. Ghana Labor Export Program. I do say. National Apprenticeship a Jumara Program. Digital Jobs Initiative. Ya pass on tomorrow. Sika was a colonial kwana. Agriculture for jobs. A call Anna and Koi.
But Prof, meaning if you continue to ask say a kwana say enquire, certainly about culture say the promise no a 4-year mandate. It is certainly be a ultimate penny and call at a go. A beko at a certain pace. And you tell me who's kakra our system anymore.
The media budgeter, I would say they are key in your mind. I would say a T4 for 18 years.
Okay.
Anytime you can a media budget, piano. At the abano ever your minister no pay of Parliament House, Mr. Of a my phony. The friend a snapshot of physical performance to date and policy adjustment. Lens they share entire budget no a different from lens they share a media budget. The media budget will give you a better track physical performance to date and policy adjustment.
Okay.
Now the beer enko ye no almost to amana ko ye. Now idea tell beside who said who person discuss a media budget beside who first say a legal framework a year a juma na because ultimately sorry can ko ye. Abano and show ho say every half a year no or call parliament. Now, Parliament no representing ye na timanfo nyina na ona yepumase. Esa ntimi koshia. Ntomo kwa no da kotu jamai. The Public Financial Management Act esom kete say or some ko esadi ntomo koye.
Okay.
Now, I see the minister, the one in charge, the economic chair, and so the two general. So this year, I buy a massive the inside than inside Yemen is careful from.
Yeah.
Or me here. It's answer or the statement never offer motion. So the motion never there and no baby certificate. But or the statement never there, just only be certificate there say man is careful from. If you expect to say if you say no be say in the media budget, you evaluate performance on budget targets. Me buy no casting it mean per revenue X amount. Me call expenditure X amount. But be a maya duni. Revenue also minyano. Minyaye. Expenditure na also minyano. Mediano. Minyane ni nyina yeti. Mi yibi akwa ha, mi yibi akwa. Enti, question na ubi sameno. Ose enye ni nyina na ose oye. Enti bi a 4-year mandate. And then after all year any policy and now manifesto biana, we call it a smart analysis.
Okay.
All the variable to her. You tell us how much you need. Time ben or baby. Time ben a sa we be kosha. Ye beside na minum ye no yenya anu ye bia. Say your cancer program we last for 4 years. Okay, better.
Okay.
Okay, be maybe a minimum there and have people punching.
So it's doctor promise was here. You are doing budget specific, which is an annual ritual.
Yes.
Say afibi ebebu oman sika samon konta sika no do ebeje dia bo oman eho bra etu de de nye emfihia na konta bo afina ye man say sika no konta bo na wo yin.
So afina say or deciding be tuja from March or maybe December.
Okay. Yeah.
It is car baby say bia for also beside 225 something revenue.
Yeah.
Expenditure more than sa revenue beside. It is bia na sa no man ye kon. It is sa nyoma na also project bia no how be ya and you say obe ye fi budget and you say what outside the budget. What mean yes sir? It is all by so o cancel bia adwumawura me hia 100,000 nemo me call ye no send me ya contact na call 200 me say mo 400 franca homa me e was so ubu account o train the other 100 me ye near the video mawa e be there and adwuma so me di ne.
Okay, T. Projected revenue and grant for 2025 a year 225 billion Ghana cedis. Now, over expenditure, you have to was screen now what me and Yabiashe Elfie. Now, so over expenditure, I buy a share. We said despite the fact say Obe raising about 225 billion Ghana cedis. No, I buy share. We said spending about 291 billion Ghana cedis. Yeah, but my a shortfall of 66 billion cedis.
Also, by 291. Many visit TV down.
Okay, so. Nisika Oshel said in Sabbath Miaka revenue plus grant. Now will give us around 225 billion Ghana cedis. But a buying total expenditure, projected expenditure, 291 billion Ghana cedis, leaving us with a projected budget deficit of 66 billion Ghana cedis.
Over the years, no. Sa kunte de bi ebua ayese uwa kunya ufie na ne na emienu ba ku revenue.
Okay.
Ba ku fan expenditure. Ghana ne akunya teso no sa na akoye eye 2. De bia na ya na ba ku wachen ba ku. Aja ba we nko a aba echum bia de bia won sa na expenditure no I was so change.
Yeah.
Revenue.
You better to be a cut your coat according to your size because all sure this year crana and we should that any depi and farmer buy. That's why the first say I buy a share so to me I raise about 225 billion Ghana cedis. Yeah, no grant a kahonum. And now you can say USAID any hobium for now. There can even still be another increment of shortfall. You better to be a cut your coat according to your size said. Or mine ye percent ye spend sika sing. But ye sika ye betimi anya, send ye betimi anya. The sound certain expenditures be one more or see a cutting it down. And ye been akwa ye tinu am na akwa say Ghana for aye magicians. I mean obiji akatua 3 times but bosun be kwa you know we almost be say 8,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay, me. I'm saying with the kanye so tia kunya na me mo e fatu mi na o ho se sebe akunya otiso ba ko wa chimba de bia so betia bi o
sure
enta de bia na etia bi no
yeah
et you bo wi ase man so a aya na e ho chie because de bia revenue of for no especially so ni o se no revenue for ntimi e kan na ahochira ba it is all bare budget de bia no so almost at almost me ma 4 areas in the economy.
Yeah.
External development. Won't mean any analysis with a budget or media budget considering external factors. The crude oil, the other commodity markets, the geopolitical risk our money facing. So, also Iran, but the immediate effect, you can't know say and yet to carry. And see, Sanima, higher, and let's say, US Treasury bill, and I say interest rate cost rate. I hope you see that if you come up, they were. You want here. And today, a bit now, as of my, they be any inquiry politics. You better then on my, if you custom, you won't acquire at all.
You bet me a dinocre at the Amaya.
Obikase curtail expenditure.
Yeah.
Obikase increase your revenue. It is hard two issues. See, you because young sector ben and co carton young Minister of Education, and my young Minister of Agric, and now why they not say co-carting? And no Christ also say revenue expenditure.
Okay.
Maybe say, yank me so increase your revenue near maintain expenditure. If yeah, you always say cancer reckless spending be what I will say if you.
Okay.
You need to say a bind two just say, who your minister. And now the abamu ajumatin trivia. And now you be reducing. So I told you.
Sure.
And no see a dear buying Edward to just say. And Kobema who your minister for now Okojeno. A fee yet a wobeto. Sadi betu jano. Yen tisa a buying sort of benasi. And I develop. Okay. Some of the police were too just no mind for yen tears here. Ambiguous. You who say a ben afa. Minister Ben, Sika Ben, how much you between a ben to a train up to that. Name can't send the Oka expenditure.
Yeah.
There are lot of my mind, Mr.
Doctor, my own sound, yes, I'm from Baxis here. That I will be my own friend, Dr. Baxter. I'm aiming now, home rise here, me back. Now, everywhere to us. A special coverage of 2025 mid-year budget review live on Adom TV, Adom 106.3 FM, and Asempa 94.7 FM. Yeah, that one, I'm here. Okay, yes, I'm a baby. I'm a cool. I just have come as Professor Isabella could be so then. Would say be a Dr. Free, Prof. Free Air your expenditure against your revenue generation. Sa gap ne woman. And if it's all share even your revenue generation na grant ekra we ni mu kakra. Eche ya kasa kra
de yankasa ya jijie.
Me ni Freddy de bia but you see abai expanded the tax net to be I say the tax for rubber.
Ya me anim ni menua. Sa asem we ya de a etete Ghana for. Na mo as politicians no wo mo enhwe sa ade. Ya se by mu mo bi antua bi.
You said the tax for rubber.
Da bia omo hwehwe se omo de foforo beba ba beje sika foforo.
Ba omo ntwa na so wo ho.
Unim. Me tu din ze eya akwadwero approach.
Okay.
Eya akwadwero evi se onim so okoporto a obenye sika kakra. Wo mo a etua dada no ye di bika wo mo a
ye the tax betu fuel so a
omo betua.
O ye there na so ntimi ka so to fuel.
Eya akwadwero of the highest degree. Etino se yera John Mahama se o sesamu no aye resetina. Sa income generation a ewo ye revenue department no na ade no omon system na yem pe very genius way a ye betimi dia generate revenue.
Yeah.
Because they say the way is uko oba ye dwa so onuma ahoho edi dwa no omo sore anaju 2 no ma beto omo niam nyina
ahoho no.
Yes.
I some so muta.
It no by 5
ono wi atone de
we wie no ato shop num okoda anajo no asa sore aba. It is a 24-hour economy no.
Yeah.
Say ebeye adwuma and revenue Ghana Revenue Authority workers no ebizu nye 24-hour economy ni.
But say na tried knowledge say yenim say enoko kantamantoa as of 3 na manfo odidwa
omu ni data on say ade ba ko a ABT enwomafo ye informal sector no large say formal sector over the years yen target for kran yetimi ye data ema adwedifo aye gusu aye building but abina nkasa shedan tunu si wo say let me build data
ni hu nipa dodo a
ye adwuma informal sector no nipa dodo a ye betimi anya sika afri wo mo
okay
hwe madam for baako shop akwa baako o table esi ni nkyɛn oton ne niema no bi na o table wasi abrosa mienu oni store revenue authority for dru a we dey so ye table seller na ye jano ho
ni akobi o shop
na yakobi o shop a otua shop boarding otua ni income what I say ni e just say ni pay ho onu business
onu obo table obi
chen business a all year no e chen the waji store no say ni pa no the tax net is not citing him or her ana wa ye adwuma de abo akokora asisi apartments bebre order so to table no say ni pa no be any day etino we need to find a very genius way technology ebedimu tintimai
but mo wadwede fo so no wo betimi aboa aban ebi na wo ke
they don't reach us
oh how
hwe atufo semba ya the first reading oka mobilizing the informal sector once ebe pim se bra stakeholders na ye wosa nimdie na yetimi aye bienu bisa se omatimi afren kra se ye me demonstrating chomo as to how we've been able to do this. Nine. What I say? Omuba ya na books no nko a na books no books so efa mu nkwohwe because enipa dodo na na ntuato hwese grant ye dey be bo oman no ho bra no e do so sene revenue generation unim ya na misuma Ghana efi se ya hwe ye beduru ba bi no wo mu nso a etimi kofa emienya commodities bi no mbejai
omom krane ma de
omom krane ya ombejai
are
na okofa ba na abeboka oda kofa ya so levis nyina akogu port aban ya kwadro to the level say onim say port ena obenya ni sika institutions that what Ghana nyina ya kwadro to the extent say port ena ebenya sika
enye due diligence no moye
abi due diligence say
and say make sure say ene ma free obi man so eba no ene ma papa ampa ya account for say Ghana for adwane e ba be say do ne e ba be no mu a e yade ekwa mu a emfa how emre na pone kakra ma ene emfa nya yadwuma ye ya we dey describe say
okay na mom ekwan omo faso edege say sika no
ekwan mo faso
say me fa ne say FDA FDA transit wo mzo okay meji 2000 a ebe yoka Ghana Standards Authority 2000 meso meji 2000 Energy Commission meso meji 2000 na sebi odwadini no ni sika yesay for registration so kofa ani ade no dia baba due diligence there apart from FDA ni ebia Ghana Standards Authority due diligence of standard quality things about mamu ade omonye because substandard they good krom no edoso if is a Ghana oniska oni that purchasing power na obetimi dia akoto se mobile phone obato papa e dia bongo ni se Ghana ni pe ade a ni boy dey ewo form into no so kwa se third grade no akoto no di aba
okay
so no ama Ghana phone to me experience and near my quality. I'm telling you.
Is it because of Mona Mobuya Bomfian to Muka for Papa because yes, as a China cross, so could one more. You only mama papa.
Would you born him? Never go for the air, papa no. Never be with him. Do I know taught third grade in the Baton? Now, dear go. Ghana Nina old Jane say, may Konoma Kota the papa na with their brain about the catchers and the board on top. On top. And it is a one she ya, Busiana Kwaji ya, ye beton fee. So, no, eti in some no dorsal. I was say holistically, young yet transit. Na obi bia odi djuma bia ma o man we bia no. Obedi ni ye. So, no. Say standard conformity. Sa items we and now they back. Ghana Standards Authority has set it amount. So before the crowd be register our portal also say me confess and this is the specification our money here.
Matia kwane kwete komo a the Deputy Minister of Finance. Onwenya fo nyako ene amane boni edi e o ma hwedwe fam ne fa media budget review ya ebe eho.